Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. This is Straight Facts Commentary where I give you my unpopular opinions in everything pop culture. So please stick around and subscribe for more. Hey y'all, I am back again with another video, and in today's video, you see the title, we are going to be speaking about Ice Spice, Latto, Nicki Minaj. There is a lot. She mentioned them in her recent interview, and some other stuff happened with some wigs. We're going to get into it. If you're interested in Ice Spice, female rap, pop, conspiracy theories, trending topics, my unpopular opinions, whatever I feel like getting into for real, go on ahead and subscribe, and let's get into this video. Okay, so a lot has kind of been happening with Ice Spice or whatever the last couple of days. There's been some drama with some wigs or whatever, so I want to kind of get into that first since that was the first thing that happened. And then she got on an interview and was talking about some things, so we'll get into that too. So apparently, you guys know when like Ice Spice first had that whole wig situation happen when everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, the Fat Butt music video came out." They were like, "Oh, you look like Nicki, you look like Nicki, you look like Nicki," because of her hair and also because of the song. So apparently there is some drama that came about that she had ordered a whole bunch of custom made wigs from this lady who makes wigs, and apparently she was trying to skip out on the payment, like whether it was Ice Spice directly, whether it was her team, or whether it was both. Somebody wasn't paying when it was time to pay for the wigs, and apparently I guess they canceled like last minute on the wig maker, and she had already made all the wigs, and basically they added some stuff, and all the way up until the last minute they canceled. I hate when people do that. Like, I hate when people do that. And the lady did not get payment, I guess, for the wigs in advance. So now she's stuck with all these wigs that are not paid for. So the reason why we know this information is because the owner of the brand actually came out and made a public statement to kind of let the public know, like, this is what's been going on. Apparently, like, she was like calling out Ice Spice and saying, "You had me make these Nicki Minaj wigs and y'all ain't pay for them." And I'm just like, ooh. And apparently she showed text messages too of them giving inspiration of the wigs that they wanted, which are supposed to be these pictures allegedly that Ice Spice's team, I guess, sent to the wig maker to replicate these wigs. Now, this was her statement. I'm not going to read this whole thing because, oh my gosh, we'd be here for 30 minutes to be trying to read all this. But I'll read a little bit of it. She said, as a business owner, you have to try to turn something into nothing all the time. So I was supposed to do Ice Spice's tour. They sent me a wig order 19, and then they called me again to add more 5, and then when it was time to pay they didn't have the budget. Okay, skipping a little bit around here. I told her professionally I would never deal with her moving forward. They told me they were going to pay for my service fee for making the units, to at least be fair. Well, today they reached out to me to get another wig, and I asked about the service fee, and she told me straight up after they said they were going to pay that they are no longer going to pay. So 14 hours to make units overnight by myself, several cases of dye, and $2,000 to the stylist in my shop. Ooh, Jesus. You really disappointed me when you asked me to give you the tour units for free, 20K in wigs for no promo at that. Ooh. Now, when have you ever known me to do that? Thank you for making us all of these, or thank you for making us make you all of these Nicki Minaj wigs. I'm going to go ahead and not upload the rest of the screenshots since this is supposed to be Princess Diana, but it's really always Queen Onika. Damn. Now, I'm not reading all that, so if you want to go back to that clip, pause and read the whole thing, be my guest. But yeah, basically they were dragging her. Apparently there was like a phone call. I feel like I seen it somewhere, but I never got to save it, and now I don't know where it's at. But there was like a phone call of where her Ice Spice is on the phone with the lady saying, like, why did you like basically blast her and put this out? Some people are saying that this is PR. It could be, but I don't know if it is because this is a real brand, so I don't know. But people are saying this is all PR before her album. But anyway, that is the Nicki Minaj wig tea. Let's move on to her Rolling Stone interview. So, as we do know, Y2K is coming out, which I'll be doing a review on, of course, like I do most albums. And with that being said, she had a Rolling Stone interview where she talked about a couple of different things. What the blog seemed to have picked up from the interview is her mentioning Latto and Nicki Minaj. So she kind of got into them. So let's go ahead and look at what she said about the both of them. Okay, according to the Shade Room and also via Rolling Stone, it says Ice Spice shares where she stands when it comes to Latto and her relationship with Nicki Minaj. Okay, so Ice Spice and where she stands with Latto. I feel like if we ever spoke and I asked her what's the issue, it would be like a blank stare. It'd really be no issue whatsoever, especially from me. I can understand a friendly competition, but I feel like at this point it's a joke and that she just dragged it out and it's not even funny. Like, bro, thank you the ish is from January. You're going to post a piece of ish cake to announce something that's good news for you, but it's kind of a compliment because you're taking something that's supposed to be fun or supposed to be a fun moment for you and you're making it about me again. This whole thing with her and Lotto is so. I think she should just not mention her, and Lotto should just not mention Ice Spice, and Ice Spice shouldn't mention Lotto because at this point it's pointless. Because what was the point of even bringing this up in the interview? Okay, so you brought it up just to essentially say, I don't have no problems with you. She don't have no problems with me. Like, there was nothing relevant about this segment of bringing up Lotto. If she was going to bring up Lotto, she could at least have shaded her or said something crazy about her. Like, I don't know. This whole beef between her and Lotto is stale and it's pointless. And I wouldn't have even brought Lotto up in my interview because if we're not beefing, then she's not relevant. Lotto's not relevant. So this one makes me feel like it's orchestrated, like their beef or their fake beef or whatever it's supposed to be is like for PR for the both of them because it genuinely doesn't make sense for them to talk about each other so much. And there's no real issue. You know what I'm saying? Lotto would be the last thing on my mind and vice versa. Anyway, let's move on to the Nicki Minaj part. Okay, Ice Spice on her relationship with Nicki Minaj. We don't have the closest relationship, but we're definitely good. We're mutuals. We had a smash record together. I love us together. I think the world does too. Okay, and another post that pulls from the interview says that she was frustrated over contract negotiations. Nicki and I don't have the closest relationship, but we're good. So yeah, that's really not surprising to be honest. We had heard so many different things that allegedly were going on behind the scenes that allegedly Ice Spice was supposed to sign to Nicki Minaj or she was trying to get her to sign something having to do with her, affiliation with Heavy on It, which is Nicki Minaj's thing. And basically, Ice Spice is already signed to a label. She's already doing her own thing, and probably some business related stuff just didn't work out. And that's what Ice Spice was venting about to her friend that got her ultimately canceled by the Barbs or whatever. But I'm glad that they're good, allegedly. I mean, Nicki Minaj hasn't addressed Ice Spice in forever, so I wonder if Nicki is mad at her still or if something's going on still behind the scenes, but she's trying to smooth it over, you know what I mean? But you guys know the fans had a whole bunch of things to say, so let's go ahead and get into their reactions. Okay, some comments read Lotto seems like such a girl's girl. I don't think she's the problem. I'm tired of seeing this blow up doll on my feed. Trying to convince the Barbs that her and the Queen are cool. She is desperate, needs help for her album rollout. Have a smart day, Barbs. Don't take the bait. Nicki must have cut her off. Ice, you did say I keep dragging her so she bawled a bit in Barbie World, so I don't blame Lotto for keeping coming for you. Imagine Nicki not actually liking you, and yet your biggest concern is Lotto? Barbs, let's not fall for Ice. Streaming strategy. I won't buy or stream her ish. Sounds like they put Spice on Ice. Telling Lotto how to react after starting the beef is crazy. I mean, yeah, I get that, but at this point, it's kind of boring and over, and I'm just tired of both of them talking about each other, to be honest. Lotto new album's name is Sugar Honey Iced Tea. I think that's why she did the SHIT cake. Every time I see Ice Spice, it's against my will. In other words, Lotto's obsessed and Nicki doesn't want to be my friend, but I do miss old girl. Say the queen name and you can get some ill press. Girl, they don't like you. It's basically what I'm reading. It's a trap. Throwing rocks and hiding her hands. Have a smart day, Barbs. Ish hit the fan, and now it's no problem with Lotto, which proves these girls be hating each other when they link with Nicki. Anyways, why can't they all get along? It's impossible. I'm a millionaire and I don't know what to do with Okay. And y'all say Ice Spice was scared of her. Didn't Ice and her TikTok fans start this though? Oh my god. You call Nicki ungrateful. Of course y'all not gonna have the closest relationship. Ice literally created the issue with Otto. Capricorn stay at it. So it's a one-sided beef? Got it. Okay, so those are some comments about Ice Spice speaking on Nicki and Latto. The Latto thing, like I said, irrelevant, stupid. Their beef is corny. It doesn't mean anything at all at this point. And the whole Nicki thing, I guess they've settled it behind the scenes. I don't know. According to what Ice says, we don't know. Nicki hasn't come out to say anything. Some people feel like this is promo for her album because it's literally coming out tonight or tomorrow or whenever this upload gets out. I have no idea. So what do you guys think? Do you think it's just PR? Do you think she was just doing an interview? Whatever. You guys let me know what you think about all this info, and that's it for this one. I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.